Salem, Massachusetts is the most famous haunted town in America. In 1629, a group of Puritan settlers founded the town of Salem Village, which we now know as Danvers, but they didn't realize it was built on top of an ancient burial ground used by the indigenous people hundreds of years earlier. The Puritans believed that Satan lurked in the shadows, ready to tempt the weak-willed among them with visions of damnation. They had no idea what they were up against. By 1637, Salem Village had become a hotbed of witchcraft accusations, leading to one of the darkest chapters in colonial American history. Let me introduce myself. I am your host, and this is our channel where we explore the strange and sometimes terrifying world of the paranormal. Join me each week as we visit haunted houses, abandoned hospitals, infamous prisons, and other allegedly haunted locations. And if you enjoy those kinds of scary stories, then please subscribe to be notified each time we upload a new video. Now let's get into this week's video. We are going back to Massachusetts for today's episode. But if you want to travel all over the United States to investigate paranormal activity in some of its most historic locations, then you should stay tuned, because that's what we do every week here on this channel. In 1620, a group of English Puritans aboard the Mayflower sought refuge from religious persecution in New England. After landing in what would become Plymouth, Massachusetts, the Mayflower Compact established a framework for self-governance, ensuring that their new settlement would be shaped by their strict religious beliefs. By 1629, the Massachusetts Bay Colony, comprising present-day Boston and the surrounding areas, became the center of Puritan influence, attracting settlers seeking religious freedom and economic opportunity. As more settlers arrived, the demand for land grew, leading them to establish new settlements beyond the confines of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. One such settlement was Salem Village, initially named Naumkeag, situated on the banks of the Danvers River. The name change to Salem occurred when Reverend Samuel Skelton, a leader of the new settlement, noticed the resemblance of the area to the biblical city of Salem, known for its association with peace and harmony. In the Old Testament, Salem was a small city that played a significant role in ancient history, mentioned several times in the Bible, as the place where King David stored his treasures and where God established his covenant with his people. The city's prominence can be traced back to Genesis 14, verse 18, where it is referred to as Salem, indicating its recognition as a sacred and prosperous city. This biblical connection made it an appealing choice for the Puritans who viewed themselves as God's chosen people, carrying out his mission to establish a holy community in the New World. For them, the name Salem symbolized their desire to create a town where they could worship freely and live according to their interpretation of divine law. However, the Puritans had no way of knowing that they were about to make a terrible mistake. Like many Puritan settlements, Salem Village was founded on a Native American burial ground without the tribe's consultation or permission. This disrespect for indigenous sacred grounds set the stage for the malevolent presence that would plague the town. Fast forward to 1692, when the town experienced a series of bizarre events that would culminate in the infamous Salem witch trials. It started with the strange behavior of several young girls, the likes of which had been witnessed before in other parts of New England. According to their testimony, they were afflicted by fits, convulsions, and strange contortions, and claimed that they were victims of witchcraft. In an era when medical understanding was limited and fear of the supernatural ran high, these symptoms became a catalyst for mass hysteria. Rumors spread like wildfire, pointing fingers at local women suspected of practicing witchcraft. The accusers, primarily young women, alleged that these individuals were using spells and incantations to torment them. This marked the beginning of the Salem witch trials, a dark chapter in American history where over 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft. Fueled by fear, paranoia, and a desire to conform, many innocent lives were destroyed based on mere accusations and coerced confessions. The trials resulted in the execution of 20 people, most of them women, before the colony finally began to question the validity of these accusations. Many historians believe that the Salem witch craze was the product of a confluence of factors, including religious extremism, societal tensions, and even environmental influences. The Puritans' belief in the constant presence of the devil and his followers created a climate of suspicion and fear. Any deviation from societal norms or misfortune in one's life could be attributed to witchcraft. Additionally, the struggle to maintain their rigid lifestyle in the face of outside influences, coupled with internal conflicts, contributed to the rising paranoia. Some historians also suggest that environmental factors, such as the ergot poisoning from rye fungus, may have played a role in the strange behaviors exhibited by the accusers. Ergot poisoning can cause hallucinations, convulsions, and other neurological symptoms, which could have been misinterpreted as evidence of witchcraft. This brings us to the question, did the spirits of those buried beneath Salem Village rise up to haunt its inhabitants? Or were the events of 1692 simply a tragic consequence of religious extremism and societal pressures? You decide. The Reverend George Burroughs was one of the 20 people who lost their lives during the Salem witch trials. A respected minister, he was accused of witchcraft based on the testimony of several young girls. Despite lacking any substantial evidence, Burroughs and his wife were arrested and charged. During his trial, Burroughs denied the accusations, maintaining his innocence. However, under pressure to confess, he ultimately agreed to plead guilty to the lesser charge of being an accessory to witchcraft. Tragically, this decision did not spare him from execution. On August 19, 1692, Burroughs and his wife were hanged alongside 5 others on Gallows Hill in Salem. His death and the deaths of the other accused witches shocked the community and cast a long shadow over Salem's history. Martha Carrier was another victim of the Salem witch trials. Living on the outskirts of Salem Village, she was seen as an outsider and a potential target for the growing paranoia. In January 1692, following an altercation with a young girl, Martha was accused of afflicting her with witchcraft. Despite vehemently denying the charges, she was arrested and imprisoned. Throughout her trial, Martha remained defiant, refusing to plead guilty to charges she believed were false. Her steadfast refusal to confess ultimately led to her conviction. On August 19, 1692, she was hanged alongside 7 others, becoming one of the first female victims of the Salem witch trials. Martha Carrier's unjust accusation and execution serve as a stark reminder of the destructive nature of fear and the devastating consequences of the Salem witch trials. Bridget Bishop was the first person executed for witchcraft in the Salem witch trials. In May 1692, she was accused by several young girls of bewitching them through spells and incantations. Despite her denials, she was convicted and sentenced to death. On June 10, 1692, Bridget Bishop became the first individual hanged for witchcraft in Salem, marking a grim beginning to the series of executions that would follow. The trials and execution of Bridget Bishop symbolize the escalating hysteria and injustice that characterized the Salem witch trials. If you find yourself in Salem today, you'll find many historical sites dedicated to the memory of these victims. The Salem Witch Museum, located in the heart of Salem, offers a comprehensive look at the events surrounding the Salem witch trials. Through exhibits and displays, the museum aims to educate visitors about this dark chapter in history and the impact it had on the accused, their families, and the community as a whole. Another notable site is the Salem Witch Trials Memorial, situated on the former location of Gallows Hill, where many of the accused were hanged. The memorial consists of a large granite monument inscribed with the names of those who were executed, serving as a solemn reminder of their unjust fate. These memorials stand as testaments to the enduring legacy of the Salem witch trials and the importance of remembering and learning from past injustices. While these executions marked tragic moments in Salem's history, the town's story doesn't end there. Salem went on to become a significant port city, playing a vital role in the maritime industry. The Peabody Essex Museum, located in downtown Salem, showcases a vast collection of art and artifacts from around the world. Its diverse exhibits, including maritime history, Asian art, and contemporary exhibitions, offer a glimpse into Salem's rich cultural heritage. Visitors can explore the museum's extensive collection and immerse themselves in the fascinating narratives behind each piece. Additionally, Salem is home to the House of the Seven Gables, a national historic landmark that played a significant role in American literature. Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel of the same name brought the mansion to prominence, captivating readers with its tale of family secrets and the house's mysterious atmosphere. Today, visitors can tour the house and imagine the lives of the families who once resided there. But there's something else going on here as well. Strange things have been happening in Salem ever since the Puritans arrived. People who have visited Salem report seeing ghosts, experiencing unexplained phenomena, and encountering restless spirits. There are even reports of demonic activity and satanic rituals taking place in the town. Is it possible that the town's dark history has left an indelible mark on its very essence, giving rise to paranormal manifestations that continue to captivate and terrify visitors to this day? Today, Salem stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. While its history includes dark chapters like the Salem witch trials, the town has evolved, embracing its unique past while forging ahead. From its rich cultural attractions to its vibrant community, Salem continues to thrive, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, hope and renewal are possible. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Also, let us know in the comments section below what you think happened in Salem. Was it just an unfortunate coincidence that the town was built on an ancient burial ground? Or is there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? Until next time, stay safe and keep exploring the paranormal.